Here we go. Now I'm making a second recording so I can upload this to YouTube. There we go. Let me play this in Rocket League. I'm gonna pause it. I know how much emojis cost, Rhea. It's just it's not worth it. Still, it could be like $1, 1 cent, 50 cent. I still wouldn't buy it. So we're gonna go over lettuce's POV here. This is a Plat replay, I believe. It is. I don't see any tag on this, but it is Plat. So it should be nice. Should be fun. Might be Plat 3. Let's go over what he's doing wrong here. I think, hold up. Let me find my, go into settings real quick. Get borderless. There we go. And I didn't get the draw tool. I have a draw tool. Alrighty. We're ready. So it looks like they lost by 1 point. So this should be pretty good to see how he's rotating here. Already that's a side flip, not a speed flip, but not gonna point it out. Good 50. Good bump. Good bump. Let's see how he covers this. That teammate should be mid. I want to see if he could have boosted forward here a little bit faster. Yeah, like I would be boosting here to get to this. The guy's about to challenge this. You need some initiative. I wouldn't like just completely headbutt into it. Just boost a little bit to get there and then hit it how you want. But like instead of turning right there, like that's free because you see how mate would just come in mid and score that. This is still fine, but I think it could have been better. Could have had more control. Good turn. Why are you flipping here? So don't even know how you recovered off of that. That's kind of crazy. That was a nice turn. But right here, for one, mate should be backing off. He's 0. He should just be grabbing pads. But this is fine. You got bumped. This is a little weird. The flip is a little weird. Just keep ball cam on. The ball's coming towards you. Just take it. Don't. Okay. A lot of things here. So you got the boost. That's perfectly fine. It's free for you. Honestly, the bump's unnecessary because you got his boost. And now you don't know he's low boost, but you know he's low boost. Just off of awareness. This is a free shot in my book. There's no reason to go for the demo here. I would have just shot it, but still, you get a good bump. That's an open net still. So work on your shooting. Like that's a big miss. Good. Your position's kind of nice. Yeah, it's perfect. That's good. Good carry from teammate. That should be it. What is that? This should have been open. This is open. It's open. That's an open net. This is open net, guys. All right. Your path thing is great. Although that was you got in your teammate's way right there. But this is still fine. What's up, dude? What's up, lettuce? Okay. So I'm recording this for later too, so we'll be able to upload this to YouTube. Don't worry. I would have leave this boost for your mate on, but to be honest, your mate is kind of slow. He's low boost all the time. So this isn't bad to go for because he's heading back. But as soon as you get this boost, your mate is in the position so that if it goes corner, he's going to have, right? Like, you saw him go corner. You don't need to go corner. You need to wrap around to the net, okay? Because if you go corner, what you're gonna do is you're blocking your mate from going. Watch what happens. I think your mate's this guy, right? Like, he could go for this. But now you're both facing away from the ball, and when you're both facing away from the ball, it allows them to take possession of it off of these hits. Yo, thank you for the follow-up, Pepper. What's up, Pepper? How's it going, man? Like, he could go right now if you had just, and we'll just, I'll explain here. I'm just gonna show you exactly where you need to be rotating. So after this boost, this way, right? You'd be like right here, right? And you'd kind of be moving, like you'd be moving here. Um, and he probably would have challenged it like right here. He wouldn't be challenging off the wall right there. But and then you could just like go and save it, right? Um, when you come in here and you have a teammate back, what's going to happen is he's going to be very confused and he's just not going to be able to go because he's thinking you're going to go. If you cut like this, you have to go. You have to go for the ball. Um, now, let's say your teammate was like right here. You don't have to go for the ball. Okay. You can just fake it, be right here, and then he can push up for it. Okay. But because he was like on this side, he's automatically like the third man. So you have to either cut or you have to leave so that he can be that first man. You got in your teammate's way. That's okay. Let's continue. Trying to be quick. Woo! Good positioning. Good positioning. This will open net again. So right there, you know your teammate has a free hit here, and you know Kenji pushed up. So if he can hit that easily over Kenji, that's essentially what I'm seeing. Anytime you see like the opponent leaving the net right here and your teammate having like free space here, what's gonna happen is most of the time it's just gonna go right here. And then you can just score that. So I would usually just push up here. If he was closer to the ball, don't push up, right? Because that could 50 out. But because he's so far away from the ball and so far away from the goal, like you kind of know that's going that way. So I would have just like pushed up here, waited on this bounce, and then shot it and beat him. Okay, let's continue. Good 50. That's pretty good. Let's. That's fine. You didn't want to 50 it. Hold drift when you're landing. You'll recover faster. Right now, you're not holding drift and you're holding drive, so that pushes you that way. You probably could have gotten the mid boost if you just held drift and like went that way. Again, right, the ball's here. You have a teammate here. You don't need to flip this way. Just go that way. Go towards the pads. The pads are your friend here. You're 0. So if you just drove here, boom, boom, pads. Now you're here, and you can go for the ball. You're still here, but if like let's say like that 50 went out here, and you were over here, like that'd be a free ball for them to shoot. So that's why I always say like, don't follow the ball into the corner if you have someone back, because that's going to 50 out usually, and you want to be able to cover that. But you kind of got lucky here. Honestly, they kind of should have scored. Kenji was like super far back, but continue. Good. You kind of passed it there, but that's a mistouch. That's fine. I don't dislike it. I don't like it either because your mate kind of like wants to go here. Um, this is fine. This I'm gonna call this fine because you did it quick enough where your mate could recognize it. He left that boost. That's actually I'm surprised he's 0 because he's been back the whole time. At a high rank, he'd probably have boost, so he'd leave that. But that's still good grab. Good patience here. Good play. Your collect pads. Collect pads. You need to fix your pathing, right? You could have like 20 boost, 30 boost right now. So you're going. Let me just watch. Okay. 1 pad, 2 pad, 3 pad, 4 pad, right? That's like 48 boost. You missed this one, you missed this one, you missed this one, you missed this, you missed this. Like, you could have, instead of going for this big boost right here, you could be right here and playing this, right? Like, these should be goals. Like, this guy is all the way in the back right. This should be a goal. Just saying. So fix your pathing. Fix your pads. That's fine. You left the play to go for the big boost, so now you're getting 1v1'd. You see how far you are from the play? You don't have to go for this ball. If you were closer, you just have to fake it. But like, this is where I want you to be. Let me find you real quick. So you rotate. For one, I would rotate this way. Grab this pad. Come in through here. Grab this. Now you got like probably a 22 boost. Rotate this way. 34. And boom, now you're on that. Or you're at least like faking it, right? And you're pressuring. You're able to shadow. But now because you're so far away, a high ranked player would take this, air dribble it. Like, this is a 1v2 if Kenji isn't retarded. I'm just saying that right now. Kenji has been in the back left the whole, like, every 2 seconds. But this should be a goal. Let's see if you get a good save here. Good save. And good force from mate. That's exactly what mate needed to do there. Good leave for mate. Use him boost when you don't have to. So right here, mate should be carrying this. But the moment it goes all the way over there, you know they're going to have, because that's a giveaway. Like, that's a hard hit. He's positioned in the spot where he's able to get the ball. So you want to play patient. You don't want to use boost because your mate's already in that spot, right? All of his momentum is pushing forward. So you don't have to fill this spot. You have to fill like over here or behind him. So I would have just held on to the boost I had, which I think he had like 20 or 30. And then just drove. You probably could have gotten to that, honestly. That's still fine. Good save. Good patience. I really like you're playing smart. You're playing very smart. Yeah, it's just your pathing needs work. You need pads, right? Good. This is exactly what you should have done before. When you grabbed that boost before and your teammate was in the corner. I think that's an open net. So like you're boosting this way. I think you could have like came out like that, but that's just a hard read. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm honestly probably that's a nitpick. All right. How do you guys throw? Oh, wait, what? You got lucky. Holy moly. Let's go. What is your mate doing? What is this match? Okay, mechanically, you need help. Um, that's a perfect setup. Um, that honestly, that's fine. That's fine for this rank. I'm not gonna talk about it. That's pretty good. I like to say mechanics because like 90% of the time, you could improve your mechanics, but that's gonna improve over time as you play, so not that big of a deal. It looked like a good enough mechanic for that rank. That's fine, I guess. I would have said you could go for that ball, but I don't know if that's like my SSL GC reads. Like I would have turned on kept ball cam on. You're kind of leaving for the boost before you know where the ball's going. So if you don't know where this read like is going, don't leave, don't turn off ball cam. Like I would have just hovered right here, kept my boost, don't use anything, and drove. But you're kind of like getting out of the play too much. If oh, I see what you said. Oh, well, that's good. You're trying different arrow rights and lefts, you know? On it, like I would say the fact that you got a flip reset and got it around 2 is perfectly fine. Good patience. Oh, that's great. Why? I respect it. I respect it. But like this is a free net. This is a free goal. Um I would have drove up more. And if you want to do this, you have to grab those mid pads because I think you had enough pads here. If you came in through the middle where you could have flew up and been fine to get this. But you're just out of boost and you're jumping from like this. I don't know. I don't remember where you jumped, but it was like see this pad you could have gotten when you're forcing it. That's fine though to miss because you're looking at the ball. Just like I would have just drove. I would have just drove. Yeah. So like you're rushing it a little bit. Um, maybe that's my experience. I don't know. Either way, work on double taps, I guess. Whoa, what is happening? Let me clear it. There we go. Like that's 100% free. Okay. They almost get a kickoff goal here. You could have caught that. That's fine. Good tap. Let's watch your boost here. You got 68. All right. You don't need to boost for this ball. You're not getting it. Just boost down if you want to be quick. If you don't want to be quick, just float down. Um I probably would have just boosted down. You did a good job holding it though, and then boosting, which is fine. I just trying to see here. Yeah, you're boosting every time you get this pad. So you don't have boost. You don't need to boost here, your mate's on it. You're going too fast too. Like you should so when you rotate, and I'm just gonna say this right now. When you rotate, you want to be timing your rotation so that you're coming in as he's 50ing so that you have momentum to go for it. Okay. You don't want to be like getting back too early and sitting because now you have no momentum and you're not timed with the play. Okay. So you're going to have to like speed up again. If you're coming back and you're watching the play and you're saying, okay, he's about to 50 it, he's about to 50 it. Okay, now I'm going to start speeding up so I can go for the 50. That's what you want to do. okay? Usually, it's like I'm getting to this point right as the 50 happens so that I can cover net and also get the 50 and turn. If you come in like this, and then you rotate here and you have, like, little to none boost, you're gonna have to use all your boost to speed up to get to the 50, and they're gonna beat you, and it's gonna be an open net. Um, so if I were you, I would've landed right here, right here, right here, and then I woulda came in and either faked it, depending on if that 50 went out. It didn't go anywhere, so I wouldn't have, like, turned all the way. I woulda just, like, chilled right here. And then as soon as that doesn't go anywhere, wait for me to see what he does. If he doesn't do anything, then I'll go. But, like, if that had went out, right, and they were a good team, that'd be a goal. 100%. Good positioning, good demo, actually, that's really good. How does your mate always have 0 boost? I don't that's a I don't get that. I know he's l like, I would have just grabbed the boost, but that's just me. Whatever. You are very, like, "I'm going this way, I'm going that way." Pick pick a position and stick to it. Um, and I say this for lower ranks only. Higher ranks, like, if you're GC and above, you could do whatever you want, but if you're plat, if you're diamond champ, just pick a spot, commit to it, and if it doesn't work out, that's fine. But what's gonna happen is if you're constantly wishing, washing, like going where the ball is, not going where the ball is, you're gonna have no rotation. Um, and your teammates are going to know when you're gonna go, when you're not going to go. Just be behind your mate, let him go. If he doesn't go, then go. This turn is fine because your mate is low, but that's going directly to an opponent, and you're probably not gonna catch up to it, so I probably would have just stayed back, but that's just me. Like, that's an open net again. 100% no one was covering that. That was an open net again. I think you need to work on your shooting. Like, shooting from angles like that. So if I were you, I would go into a training pack and just do that, like, every day or every time you get on as a warm up, like, for 10 minutes. That's a giveaway. Maybe bounce dribble it and then shoot it as he's coming in, but that's fine. Still a pretty good shot. Um, you're kind of, like, late to noticing this, but let me just go over this real quick. And your mate kinda gave it away. Honestly, as soon as that ball, like, goes that way, I know that they have it, so I wouldn't push in, but that's just me. Good patience, though. Oh, okay, okay. I see what you're trying to do, you're trying to catch it. This is good. This is good. Just keep driving and then take it to your corner. That's perfectly fine. I don't know why you braked here, the ball was coming, so but that's probably just, like, a low rank, mechanics thing, so I wouldn't worry about it. You know your mate's there, just leave it for him at this point. You already messed up. It's right in front of the net. Mate did a good job carrying that, except he just passed it. Oh, man. You shot it again when you had time. You have time here. There's 2 people back. That's not an open net. Um, maybe it is in lower ranks, so maybe just shoot it top right, but you you need to work on your shooting if you're gonna do that. Good pass. That's an open net. All right. All right. Good bump. Good fly up. I like this fly up. You got to do more with it, though. You got to do more with it. So practice that. That's something you can add to a training pack as well. And the pack to do this with is bounce to air dribbles. Okay, like practice controlling it from these type of situations where it comes off the wall, where it's floating in the air, things like that. And practice with boost limited. Okay, don't use unlimited boost because you're gonna find you're not gonna be able to do things in game. If you're doing this type of stuff, you need to practice on like 80 boost. I'm just watching this real quick. I'm trying to look at your boost. You got 19 boost. Just fine. Okay. All right, good. This is technically a free ball for your mate, but keep ball cam on in these critical situations where your mate is getting a 50 because you're gonna have to turn. To be honest, this was a free ball in a high rank lobby. This would be around this guy. So this is fine to go for. But in your rank, keep ball cam on, and honestly, I would just assume this is gonna go bad. Especially with like just seeing what you see here, like this is already looking pretty bad. Because usually when someone's on the right side and another person's on the right side, it's pinching that way. All right. Pinching the opposite side. So what's the opposite side is your goal. So I would just get back that way. I don't think there's not anything you could have done there, but I just think you need to be aware of your situation in this rank. I'm gonna go over this rotation quick because it's actually important because they would have scored on you again. So when you lose possession off of kickoff, okay. Let me just do freehand here, right? Ball's going over there. We have possession here, but it's kind of like bouncing off. What I would be looking for here, all right, that's actually fine. This is fine. Your mate should be able to control this. Go this way. Because what's going to happen is usually your mate would either clear it that way or he'd clear it this way. 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a guy coming in the middle here. If you come here, you'll get a free demo opportunity, and then mate can take it most likely around the first guy. Like, you see this guy right here? This is who you need to be worrying about, assuming your mate has possession. Because if your mate has possession in high rank, that's going to go over this guy. And if you demo this guy, it's a goal. So I would just be trying to kill that guy, and then if you can't kill him, rotate back. Either way. Something to keep note of. I hope that was helpful. I tried to be quick this time. 30 minutes isn't quick, but yeah. I'm gonna have a YouTube video for it. I'll upload it, and you'll be able to go over it again if you want. I would focus on the beginning of the video. I kind of go on rants like halfway through replay reviews. So, yeah.